Hello and welcome to Greymarsh Games YouTube channel. In this video I'm going to show you the very first mission of solo play called Operation Spearhead. And the fun thing about this solo mode is that it has like 95% of the multiplayer game's rules in it. So it's also a great way for you to see how the game plays in multiplayer, of course without other human players but against these AI, the Sentinels. So I'm going to use the same rules and I'm going to show you how it plays. Let me know if you have any questions for it. Today I'm going to play Swirler. Swirler is quite difficult Doppler to play normally. She has a high complexity rating. I'll just show you the mini. And as you can see, I have my two Dopplers and I have one missing a thumb. So that's the evil twin, I think. But I'm going to play Swirler, high complexity, and I'm going to play against 3 NPC Dopplers in the council. I'll show you how that works. But let me quickly introduce you to Swirler, and I will also introduce you to some of the game rules as we go along. And this might, of course, drag the video on a bit. But it's more fun for you to see a video of the game if you know why I do what I do and some of the basic rules. So let me start out by introducing to you my Doppler here, Swirler. Swirler has map bonuses, and map bonuses are activated when putting a Doppler out on a tile. And her map bonuses are: when you equip a development, you may choose one development from any of the 4 standard development trees. You must still pick one matching the next available level. So this is quite special, and how Swirler is very different from other Dopplers, because if I gained, let's say I gained a development from this tile and I was working on construction trees, normally I would have to keep working on construction tree in development. But with Swirler, and if I gained on the active tile development, I would be able to switch trees. So that is quite unique, and it sounds really powerful, and it is. But you also have to think very carefully, and we'll be exploring that in a bit, why that is. The next ability Swirler has is, at the end of your tactical action, you may discard 3 initiative tokens to remove, 3 exploration tokens to remove one of your initiative tokens from the active tile, returning it to your supply. So Swirler has this amazing ability. If you collect enough exploration tokens, you can unlock her again on the tile, and that's very strong also. But it comes with a different limitation, because in the council Swirler has some quite severe limitations, because Swirler cannot place Dopplers on the Dynamism council card. And the Dynamism council card, they're going to come up here, is the main way you can unlock tiles again. So Swirler are not able to unlock tiles removing initiative tokens from the game board by doing council stuff. So that's a heavy limitation. So that's why you need to think very carefully about those exploration tokens and save them for big actions when putting Swirler out, and then paying 3 of them to unlock that tile again. Exciting and quite difficult and complex, but cool when you succeed. So that's the first thing in the council with Swirler. You cannot place Dopplers on Dynamism. Also, there's another limitation to Swirler. You must spend 2 action cards, so you have to pay 2 action cards to place a Doppler on the Development Council card. And the Development Council card is the main way to gain these developments. So that's also quite a hefty limitation. You can do it, but you have to pay 2 action cards. If you don't have them, you can't take development in the council. So we need to figure out another way to gain those developments. Exciting! So let's move on to the green crystal. The green crystal is unique to each Doppler, and it's one of the 4 crystals you have to collect in order to win the game. And the green crystal is unique to each Doppler. With Swirler you have to have 2 developments equipped in each of 4 different types. So this is also extremely difficult, or maybe not extremely, but quite difficult, because you have to figure out how do I develop these 2 lines here with the development trees that you can pick. Do I go for versatile, warfare, construction, augmentation, and in what order? Or do I go and try to find 2 ancient or 2 sentinel developments? So a lot of planning is going on here with Swirler, but mostly often when I play Swirler, I'll just like to start out a bit the game and see how it goes on, how my exploration goes on the closest tiles, and plan on from there. But you need to have still have that in the back of your head. You have to mix and match the developments in order to gain the green crystal. So that's the abilities the Dopplers have, and Swirler is adaptive and innovative, and that's pretty saying. So I will have 2 ships playing Swirler. I will have this one here. This one is called Frantica, and it has a special ability that can only unlock if I bring a Doppler with it, and that's also quite unique for a starting ship. Others of the big ships have airships have that as well, but Swirler is the only one with the starting ships. So in order to unlock that ability, I'll have to bring a Doppler with it. The ability reads: when removing an exploration token from a tile, I can gain 1 development. So this ship is one of the main reasons for me to gain developments on the map tile. And of course I will hope to find something from exploration as well, but we'll see. The second ship is this one with the wings. I hope you can see it, probably. And that's called Fraction. And Fraction also only have a Doppler ability. So this one, if I bring a Doppler with it, when removing an exploration token from a tile, I will gain 1 action card. So this is also a possibility for me if I need action cards. And also we have some very important search abilities, and each ship in the game will have a search ability. And that's when you roll combat dice, you will see there is a small lightning on some of the sides. If you roll this lightning, you will be able to unlock some abilities, special abilities each ship has. And for both of these ships, it's gain 1 development once per combat. So a strategy could be actually to suicide these ships in order to gain developments and hope to roll some searches if I really need developments. But let's hope it doesn't come to that. I'm going to start with 100 candles. That's the game's currency I've set up here with all the units, and I'm ready to flip the council cards. Here we have dynamism in the bottom. We got development, governance, ambition, economic, and production. And let me quickly say, this is an unscripted playthrough, so we'll see what happens. And I let my wife do the cards, events, exploration cards. So we'll see if she's nice or mean to me today. So it's a very realistic playthrough of this solo mode to Sky Empire. I think we are ready to start. We have the first player token here, but shiny gold, I would like to have that, but when you play in solo mode, you are actually going last. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to roll 3 dice here, representing 3 other doublers, and they are going to commit their doublers. We have 5, 5, and 6. So you will count down from here with the lowest one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He is going to take the main action, and we'll have 6. He is going to take this main action, and we have 5, and since it's full, it will go here. Now, for example, if this was 2 4s, just quickly showing you an example, if we had 2 4s and a 6, it would go 4. We had another 4, that's full, it would go there, and then 6. So this is to represent that the doublers taking council action is going for the primary actions here to gain the banner bonuses. The banner bonuses are extra bonuses you get from taking the primary action on council cards. But only one doubler can take it, and only the doubler standing on the primary. So this is a simulation that shows that the other doublers are eager to gain the banner bonuses, and I won't gain them. Now you don't need to have other doublers, you can just use dice to show it. But you know what? I'm in love with all these small guys. So I'm going to put them out. and do it like that. So that's it. I think we are ready. I forgot to read the event card. Of course, event goes before committing doublers, but let's see. So we have a weather effect. Nothing happens today. I can see the weather on Doppler is quiet and calm today. So maybe wife was good to us after all. Then we will have a council effect. I'll just quickly show you here. Each event has 3 effects, and the events for solo mode will be somewhat different from multiplayer, but they will follow the same 3 steps, same pattern. So in the council supports escalated military armament build-up. Okay, so each player, that's just me, may buy up to 2 magnorium for 40 candles each. And magnorium is the yellow resource here, and also the one I can gain from the map. Now, as this is first round and I'm quite happy with my 100 candles, I think I'm going to use them for something else. I will opt out of that. And now that we can read the last one here with the sentinels, we can see that white was not happy with us after all, because we have to resolve the top sentinel card. Well, that's a good thing. I can show you how that works. So let's put the event up here. So the top sentinel card are arranged from game to game. In this instance, we have rumor here, this small one here. So in order to resolve the top sentinel card, we have this icon here, and I will have to spawn this airship. It's landing on Doppler. So there's another sentinel for us to worry about. And we have 3 going down here. And if you didn't know yet, then I will explain that these 4 are sentinel buildings. They are quite strong, but they are incapable of moving in this mode of the game. So we did event, we did commit, and now I have to commit my 2 doublers. And well, all the bonuses have been taken. Surprise, surprise. I think I will go to governance, and governance will grant me extra initiative tokens. And you can see the last 2 ones here are actually dynamism, the one card I can't take, and we have development, the card that I have to spend 2 action cards to take. So that's not an option either. So I have this little fella. I could of course go on the secondary up here to get some action cards here. Here I can buy and sell materials, and here I can produce. Now I could also bring him to the map to gain some developments. I think I will need to set up some production first and hope for the best. So I think I'll go on economic in order to buy some materials. So this playthrough will be a bit longer than, of course, you would do it normally, but that's because I would like to explain some of the rules to you as we go. So we're set up here. We spawned rumor. Let's just put it here with the control card, and we will make sure it has some shield, some shield and some structure. So each sentinel, when they spawn, they will follow this control card, and they will also be different in solo mode. So you are not always sure how they will move. They will move differently from game to game. So sometimes they will move aggressively, sometimes defensively, and sometimes they will flee. So this is also a way to sort of make each game different, even if you are playing the same mission. And also you can play the 8 different Dopplers for trying to control the difficulty. And Swirler should be one of the most difficult ones to play in this mode. So we'll see if I get beaten up by my own game and wife at the same time. It could be quite fun. You would definitely laugh of that. But let's move back to Ruma. When he moves, he will move 1 tile towards the closest tile with a portal. So let's have a look here. The closest one is up here, so he will move that way if he moves. I think that is a good thing for us right now because we don't have much military power. So we could build out here slowly. Yes, he will move up there if he is instructed to move. And there are no multiple paths, because if there were multiple paths, he would prioritize moving through the highest tile number. But we know if this little guy here moves, he will move this way. So that gives us some quietness here to start develop the map. So I'm going to take an initiative token. We proceed to the action round. And what I think I would like to do is I want to establish some galvanite mines quickly, because you use galvanite, the green one here, you use those for many of the other for the production buildings and start buildings, turrets, land turrets. So it might be a good idea to go there. But you know what, I'm going to do something else. I'm going to do my council turn here. So I'm going to take secondary on economic, and I won't gain any banner bonuses because this stupid guy is standing on primary, but I will still gain 25 candles here. Whoops. And I can then buy and sell materials up to six pieces all in all. So I would like to move out there to build a mine. So I'm going to buy 2 galvanite, that's for sure. And I can remember the price, it's like 20 candles each. I would also like to, I think I would like to establish a gas farm here as well to start gaining hydrofluxium. Yeah. It's the red one. Yes, I will do that as well. And that's another 20 a piece. And these ones, sorry, I'm going to take 2 galvanite more and put them here. And that's it for that council action. So let's proceed to, I think I will wait this one because I'll see how many initiative tokens I want to buy. So I want to go to my second action. I'm going here, and as I don't have a Doppler, the ship's abilities doesn't really matter, but I have to think about where I plan to put them. So I think I'll put fraction over here. I will activate a tile just to talk about the rules. I activate a tile, I move a ship, commit a ship. I will explore. So we will take a tropic island, and we found ancient knowledge. Now when you find ancient knowledge, you can gain any one ancient development. That's a good one. Or we can gain 1 galvanite resource. And if I had brought my Doppler, I would actually be able to unlock this tile again. Maybe I should have done that. You never know what you get. But I will definitely pick an ancient development. Now when picking ancient developments, you'll have this player aid. You also have the developments here on the back. There's quite a lot to choose from, and I have 3 ancient ones to choose from here. I can choose one that allows me to ignore certain weather effects from events. And I'm pretty sure Wife has probably put some bad weather in that event deck. So that could be a good idea. I can take Foresight. It's actually also very good because when I draw an event and read it, if you have Foresight, you will be able to peek on the next event so you know what's coming. And the last one is Portal Physics, which allows me to jump through portals as if they were adjacent. Now I only have a portal here and here in this one, so I'm not going to choose that now. I'm convinced she has put in some bad weather, so I think I will pick this one. Ignore weather effects from events. Ha! And when you gain Ancient and Sentinel developments, you don't have to follow the usual development tracks here. So I could actually use these as a joker and put them anywhere, even though I don't have the levels above it. But I have to think carefully where I'm going down, but I'm not sure I will reach level 6 in 2 development trees in this pretty hardcore solo mode. So I'm going to put it down here and blocking this slot here, it says 6. So now I can ignore weather effects if and when they come. So that was exploration step. Now if we follow the player 8, I'll just show you here. We have over here, I'm doing a tactical action now. So I have activated, committed, combat, they want to combat, explored. I could activate buildings if I had them. I don't yet. But after building activation, I can construct buildings. So what I'll do, I will pay. I'll just show you again. On the player 8, here you'll have the buildings and you'll have the cost for them. So I want to build a mine there, of course, to start harvesting my own galvanite. So a mine, you can see here, you can either pay 50 candles, so you can build it from the start, or 2 galvanite. And I bought those 2 for 40, so I saved a 10 candles. And candles don't come easy in the beginning. So I will pay 2 galvanite and I will spawn a mine. So that was this action. Now it's my turn again, because there are no one else than me playing. And now I want to bring, it's a pretty fast move. I want to go out here and explore this tile. I'm standing close to that guy, but I know he's going that way, I think. So I'll explore an air tile here. Ooh, and what I can do here is gain the ancient sky tower blueprint. And that's actually this one here, this big building here. And if I manage to build this building, it will grant me the blue crystal. But it has to be built on a ruins tile, and it's quite expensive. It requires the phlogistonite, the blue mineral, and aerothium, the purple gas, to build it. So it's a very expensive building, but it's also straight away the blue crystal. The blue crystal you would normally gain by having a total of 12 buildings all in all. Right now I have 2, so there's quite some way now. So I could pick this, or I could build a gas farm for 25 candles, and I actually just have 25. So will I be able to gain these resources? Let's have a look. Now the problem is that I have phlogistonite here, 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 and here. But I'm not going to take these buildings down this turn, and I'm not sure I'm going to do that next turn either. So those are locked, and aerothium I have here and here, but those are also quite dangerous places, I think. So I also have to control the ruins to build it. So I think I will actually choose not to take this blueprint, even though it stings a bit. And I'll choose the second option and build a gas farm for 25. Now let's not cheat. 25 here. It would be bad move to cheat. And I'll put out a gas farm here. That's exploration. Now, since I gained this gas farm from exploration, that's a good thing, because I gain it in the exploration step. So I can actually activate that building straight away, because normally when you construct a building you cannot activate it before next turn. But this one comes directly from the exploration step. So this can actually be activated, and I will gain 2 hydrofluxium. And I think I'm going to use those. Now I am all locked up out here on the board, because these 2 tokens here, when they are not removed, these airships are locked in if I have no ability to remove them, and I don't right now. So what I have left is 1 council turn up here, and that's the governance council turn. Now you can see I have managed to secure myself a banner bonus. So before taking this action here, I will gain 5 candles. That's at least something. And now I can gain 3 initiative tokens, and that's quite important. I will take 3 tokens from my supply, put them on my board here. And now I can purchase up to 7 more initiative tokens for 10 candles each. So we have enough for 2 initiative tokens more, and I think since I'm standing up there, I want to get something out of it other than the 3 free ones. So I think I might regret this, because I can also use candles for some exploration stuff. But I'm not keen on getting tokens starved. I'll buy 2. It's great video. Yeah. So that was the last thing I could do. I don't have any action cards to play. Everything is locked here. I could of course just activate things, but I wouldn't get anything from that right now, and all the council actions have been taken, so it's time to proceed to the next round. Now when you proceed to the next round, you do a cleanup, and cleanup you will remove these tokens from the board to unlock those tiles again, and these are not going back to your Doppler board, these are going to the supply, so you are slowly getting drained for initiative tokens if you don't rebuy them or gain them by any other means. And then we'll have to rearrange the council board. Let's just move this guy up here. So when you rearrange the council board, you take the card from right to left according to how many Dopplers picked it. So here we have 1, here we have 2, 1, 1, 0, 0, and then we have to refill the council row again, going from right to left. So this will make sure that the cards that were picked the most last round will go to the bottom of the council row. So that's just all fun and games, because now we have development and dynamism in the top, and I cannot pick those. So the greedy Dopplers here, they are having their way with me. I'm going to take mine and I'm going to put those back. And since the NPC Dopplers still holds the first player token, because I didn't pick ambition, they will go first in placing their Dopplers as well. So that was the first round. Let's have a look at how it went. Well, I'm slightly optimistic. It's like running a crowdfunding campaign. It's going fairly well, but I'm afraid it will slow down a bit. But I'm confident still. Let's see what the next event will hold for me. So we are back here. I'm just charging my phone in between game rounds and getting some water. It's extremely hot in Denmark today, and that's of all days, today is the one day in this year it will be hot. So don't worry about it. I got water, I got a crowdfunding campaign running, and a lot of very supportive people over there, so everything is good. Now let's start with the second game round here, and we will start by drawing an event. Oh, weather winds are favorable today, so maybe wife has been favorable too. That's a new one. Just joking. So weather is quite good, and this means that all players will gain 1 initiative token, and those can be very valuable. Now we have some council shenanigans going on, and the council descends into chaos. Exchange the top and bottom council card. Yeah, I'm not sure that's good or bad, but at least dynamism got to the bottom, and I can take that one anyway, so I might get lucky up here with some bonuses. So that's actually a good thing, as it turned out. And sentinels are not active at the moment, so nothing happens. So we have another round here to build up. That's very good. Now let's look at how these 3 doubleurs will place themselves, and we have low numbers and things are starting to look good. So we have, going from the lowest number, we have 1. There are no possibility to stand on the primary part of dynamism, so he will go here, and 2, and we have another 2, and he definitely will go there. And of course you could just use the dice, but I want to show you the cool minis, so I'll use them. I'm sorry if I have moved the camera a bit. I have to charge my phone, so I hope that you will bear with me on that part. So that was event, and our fellow Dopplers have been placing their doubles. So let's take Evil Twin, the one with a missing thumb. And I think what we have up here, we have actually some banner bonuses available now to us. We have initiative tokens here, governance. I just stacked up on that, so I'm not interested in that. I have development, but I have to spend action cards to take that one, and I don't have any action cards, so I think I will take economic again. It's a bit boring, but still I'll gain candles and buy and sell materials, and that can be very valuable because I need to build out those 12 buildings, because I'm not going to get that ancient sky tower built, and I don't think I will get a Leviathan early enough in the game to rely on trying to drill the crystals I need. So I will go economic. Evil Twin, go to the economic. Give us some candles to light my fire. Yeah, and I will place the second one, and I think I would like to bring him out on the board. Now I'm just thinking. I think I will bring him with Frontica, and Frontica was the one that if I carry him and remove an exploration token, I'll gain 1 development. I need to start stacking up on those developments, as Swirler will need 2 developments equipped in each of 4 different colors. So that could be the 4 standard ones or ancient and sentinel ones. So you go there, Swirler. And we are ready to start the game round. And I think it would be wise to start with this council action, because this will grant me some candles and an action card, and I can also buy some resources. And the reason for this is that before I explore anything, I think it will be clever for me to have action cards and candles, because they might or might not help me. So often you will want to gain action cards as quickly as possible in a game round, because they can help you for the rest of the game round. So I will take economic, and you know this one, I will gain 25 candles, whoopity whoopity whoop. And I can buy and sell materials. Now I could sell some of these, but I'm going to hold on to them. They are only going to sell for 10 candles each, and when you buy them for 20. That's what you can call an evil game mechanic. So it's not clever to sell materials to buy them again, unless you really have to. Evil, stupid designer. So I'll stick to those, and I think I will. Now this ship is locked in. I want to get it over there, but it only has 1 movement. I'll see what I can do there. So I'll get this guy out here, I think, and I will move. So what I think I'll do is I will buy 1 galvanite. Now we're taking a bit of a risk here. I'll buy 1 galvanite to hold on to that one for buildings. Oh, and what I could have taken the banner bonuses first. I'll just do that, and that's 10 candles, 1 initiative token, and an action card. Maybe we'll have something good. We got something good. That's kinda weird if wife set up action card. No, never mind. I got this development here, play as an action and gain 1 ancient development. And that's really cool, because then I will have 2 ancient developments, and that's on my way to the green crystal. So that's really good. Really good, really good. And I've taken 10 candles, initiative token, and action card. And I already took the 25 candles from the card itself up here, and I bought 1 galvanite, and from the banner bonuses I can actually buy another galvanite for the rest of my money. I think I'll do that, but this is not maybe how you should rely on playing each time. So don't take it as a tip, because candles can be useful when you explore, but I'm also quite nervous about the number of buildings, the blue crystal here. I think I'll do that. It's done. So that was buy and sell materials, gain candles. That was my council action. So let's move on to another action here. I'll take a tactical action. And now I'm not keen on moving in there, but I'll get locked with this ship if I move down there until I can take those buildings down. And to take those buildings down, I will need some bigger ships. And to get some bigger ships, I'll need some developments or action cards or good exploration cards to get some blueprints to build better ships. So this is, as you can imagine already, quite a race against time to make effective turns here. And this is also quite difficult, maybe even more difficult than in multiplayer, because you can negotiate with the others and sort of make arrangements and deals. And those guys don't make deals. Let's move on, or this video will be far too long with all that explaining. I'll take a tactical action. I'll initiate this tile here. I will bring the good twin of Swirler here, and I remove this exploration token. And that's when Frontica, this ship, all ships have, airships have different abilities. This one, I brought a Doppler, so when removing an exploration token on a tile, I will gain 1 development. Now, what could be fun? Now let me... Augmentation is a good one, because it will buff stuff when you put the Doppler out on the board. So you'll augment your Doppler, and that will add movement to the ships and give you initiative tokens and action cards and stuff like that when you put the Doppler out. So augmentation is a good thing for Swirler, because you will be putting him out on the map quite a lot compared to some of the other Dopplers. Now we have construction, that's defensive, helps you build buildings of course as well, versatile, a lot of different stuff in there, like salvage abilities from exploration, gaining initiative tokens actually each round. Warfare, it's pretty self-explanatory, warfare and blueprints for bigger ships. And you know what, I want and need bigger ships. I think I'll go augmentation and warfare, but also I'll remember to have to mix and match. So I will go warfare 1, and this grants me 5 of these Hydrofluxium, and you have to say the name or you won't get it, Hydrofluxium. And I'll put them up here on this development, and this is because those 5 are only available for building ships. You cannot build buildings with those, so you allocate them onto that development from warfare. Now that was removing exploration token. Now we have to explore the tile. It's a tropical tile here. Ah, we found an ancient wreckage. That's how it's played. Or maybe it's just luck. But it's the Cloud Emperor Behemoth blueprint. And you know what? I like that name. A clever guy figured that name. Cloud Emperor, I think it's my option, but it's quite expensive to build. I'll show you the Cloud Emperor, just pick it over here. And this is how you can see it's not a script playthrough. I would have put that in the top. Of course, it's all way in the bottom. Now this is a Behemoth blueprint for Cloud Emperor, and that's the only Behemoth blueprint in the exploration deck. And that sounds very strong, and also it is, but it's also quite expensive to build it. And it's strong, but it's not strong. But I think I'll take it. So I'll take that blueprint. And that was exploration. And now, as you can see, each card has a small bonus when you decide to bring a Doppler. So this is also a way to balance the game, where if you want to bring your Doppler to the map or the council. So the the Doppler bonuses on the exploration cards, they are like luck. It's like luck. What do you get? But in the council, you'll always know what you get because you place your Doppler there. So this is sort of like a balance between if you want to pursue some luck or you want to stick to your plan and plan ahead. So that's also a fun little mechanism for this exploration phase. If you want to try your luck, you can bring your Doppler, and sometimes you can actually unlock the tile. Not this time, but I will gain a Galvanite, and that's not that bad because you use Galvanite a lot. This green one. I'll put it here on my Doppler board. So now we have explored, and I'm pretty sure I will want to build a mine there. It's going up there. So that's building number 4. Moving forward, slowly moving forward. Building number 4. And I think that's it. I cannot afford to build anything, and it would be a great place to have a turret. But turrets are Galvanite and 2 Magnorium, and I don't have that. So that was that turn. For this turn now, I would like to play an action card. And I will play this action card to gain an ancient development. And now you know I have the ignore weather effects, and I cannot take the same development again. It wouldn't really matter in solo play, but that would be a way to hurt other players in multiplayer. So you can only have one of each development. And still, I don't think I'm going to use the portal one. So I'm going to take the one that allowed me to peek on the next event. So it's going to be very fun to see if the designer remembers to peek on the next event, because the designer sometimes forget. But that's too ancient. I'll continue to put them down here, I think, because I want to fill out this warfare tree. But I also have to mix and match. But now I have 2 at least of one type of development, 2 ancient developments. So we are moving steadily forward to our green crystal. That was that turn. Let's move on to a new turn. And for this turn, I would like to move out my ship. And the reason I'm moving this out is because I want to activate this mine afterwards. And that would lock my ship in again. And I want to get this ship moving. So he'll go here. Now I cannot explore. The tile is already explored, so I'll skip straight to the production phase, and I will produce 2 hydrofluxium. Now my bank here is overflowing with hydrofluxium, but what I really need is magnorium. We have a double magnorium tile over here, but it's also this icon here. That's the sentinel spawn. So if you build something there, you might get smacked in your head. That's it for that turn. I cannot build anymore, but I think I will. Now this is also something you have to consider, because you think I can activate this and gain 2 galvanite, and that would be clever, but these tokens, they get legs sometimes and walk away, you say in English. I'm not sure if that's correct in English. I'll make sure to not write it in the rulebook. But I'll activate this tile here, and I'll pay the token to gain 2 galvanite. So we're starting to get some basic production up here, but I really need magnorium, because magnorium is sort of like a mid-game resource that I use for the turrets, and I use them for bazaars, and I use them for aether forges. So that would be very nice to get about now, actually. That was a bit short turn here. I don't think I will do any more. It wouldn't make sense to do anything else, so let's move to cleanup. I will remove these tokens here. Oops. And go to supply, and I will move my Doppler to my Doppler board. And this guy's going to move, but I'm pretty sure he will move that way. So I think I'm safe for now, building out slowly, but it's also extremely fragile. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Let's rearrange the council board. So let's go from top to bottom. 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1. Now let's put them down again. 0, 0, 1. Whoops, that's 1, 1, 1. And I have still not managed to acquire the first player token. So it's another game round now, and they will place the Doppler first. So let's take event number 3, and that's the last of the early events. Now they will escalate with 3 early, 3 mid, and 3 late events. So that will also be the last of the easy events. Let's go. Oh, we have quiet weather again. That's at least something. So that's nothing happens during the weather phase, the movement phase, and that's quite good. Now we have council make development funding available. Each player may immediately spend 20 candles to gain 1 development. Now that could have been very nice, but I'm candleless. Candleless. I don't have any candles to lit anything at all. And we will move on. I think will be clever. Now sentinels will move, and luckily we only have Ruma. And we know that this one will move against the portal. So that's good, I think. So we'll move Ruma. Ruma will move 1 towards the portal. When entering the portal tile, it will vanish, go through the portal and vanish if there's no combat, and there's no combat. So we'll move this one out just for now. And what you'll do here is you will put that control card back at the bottom of the deck, and also the blueprint you'll put down here, and that's a good thing, but also next sentinel that might spawn will be Sidqua. And now, since I have this ancient development foresight, I will remember it to peek at the next event here, and that's a mid event. And since it's only me and you and no other players, I think I can safely read it aloud. Okay, so here we have dense clouds coming up, making navigation difficult. The move value of all player-controlled airships is reduced by 1 to a minimum of 1. Okay, not too bad, because they have minimum 1. And also players with ancestral meteorology, ancient development, ignore this effect. And I also have that. So that's taken care of. Now in the council we have indecisive, nothing happens, and yes, this is where the wife comes in the picture. We have resolved top sentinel control card, so we'll have to spawn the next sentinel, and this time we will have a destroyer. All fun and games. Now that's just 3 again, and that's, why not spawn up there? Why not roll a 6? Well, this guy spawn here. Remember sound effects. Let's flip this guy over here, and it's a 4 structure and 4 shield and some nasty abilities. Let's have a look at how it will move. If this gets to move, it will move 1 tile towards the closest tile with a ruin or sky tower. So we have a ruin there, but also a ruin there. So if they're 2, it will prioritize lowest number. Now the good thing about these early sentinels is that you can kind of figure out where they are moving. Now the later ones might move towards the tiles with most player buildings or airships. So that's particularly nasty. Now this guy is going to move over there, and he will despawn if there is no combat. So I think that will be our plan, to not put anything out there for a while, and hope he will move out there and despawn, so we can plan a little bit around that. So let's move on. I think I did something wrong there, because this was just the peak, right? That was just the peak. Now this is what happens next time. Whew. Did I do anything else? That was the move value. Okay, that's next time, I think. Yeah, next time. Sure thing. Now we know what's going to happen next time. So let's allocate the Dopplers. We have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is also a 4, but he will actually go on 5. And we have 6. So now it's my turn. And I think I'll put evil twin guy. I need to continue the development. What we have down here, we have production, we have ambition, that could actually be very good to acquire the first player token. And we have economic to buy and sell resources, but I'm not in a position to really benefit from that. Of course, I could also take secondary actions, but those would require something more candles to really produce. It could be good, but I'll just produce, as it looks right now, more of the basic stuff. Of course, I could do some strategy and move a ship up there, build a mine there, and produce the Magnorium straight away. That would be a good move. But I'm also really needing to... I also want the first player token and some action cards, but I also want to bring my Doppler out on the board to keep gaining development. So I think I'll go production, and I'll bring good twin this time. Let's hope for some good exploration. I'll bring him out, I think, yes, and gain a development with Frontica. Yes, so let's move on to the action phase. And I think I will start by... I'm just... Now I have 2 rock islands here. I think I'll just go straight ahead for this one with a Doppler and remove exploration token. And when I remove an exploration token there, I can gain a development. So I'll gain the next one in the warfare tree, I think. And the next one is actually a warfare destroyer. And I have 3 to choose from. I have Celestros, Sky Whisper, and Arrow Thorn. And all of them will have different abilities. So I have 2 here that needs to discard exploration tokens to reroll some dice in different manners. And I really need to hold on to those for my Doppler ability. The other one here is discard action card. It's not like I have a lot of those either, but the ship itself is quite strong, but it only has 2 structure. Once per combat round, you may discard. I think I'll take Sky Whisper. Now the cool thing about destroyers is they will have 2 yellow combat dice and they'll have 2 movement. So I think I'll take this one. And now I have 2 blueprints. I just need to build them. So that was time for exploration, and it's a rock island. And here we will have gain exposed mineral vein, and we can gain 1 Magnorium or gain this resource, the tiles resource, and that's a lot better because that's 2 Magnorium, so that's a no-brainer. And I also brought my Doppler, so I will gain a Galvanite. Now this is starting to look better, at least I think, because I can now build a turret for 2 Galvanite and 2 Magnorium. That's a turret, guys. And I can take 2 Galvanite for a mine as well. So I think I'm going to do that. So I'm going to plop down a turret here. Haha, Sentinels, take that. And the last one of my mines, I'm going to plop down there as well. So that brings us to 2, 4, 6 buildings. Slowly, steady, wins the race. Now, as I have my Doppler out there, I could have changed the development tree, as you know, with Swirler, but I need 2 red to fulfill the green crystal objective, so that's not something I will do yet. But at the end of my tactical action, I can discard 3 exploration tokens to unlock him again. That's expensive, and since I can't take dynamism, I'll have to be careful with how I unlock him. Her, it's a her. Sorry. Because they are quite limited. Of course, you can get them from action cards as well, and exploration. You can get extra exploration tokens from there, but otherwise, there's only the one on the map. But I also feel I'm quite behind in this game. And I would like to pick up. So I think I'll do that. I will unlock this tile again for 3 exploration tokens. That's my Doppler ability. And they will go to my supply. That was it for that tactical turn. I'll take another one. And I think before doing stuff with that ship over there again, I will go over here. And I will explore this rock island. Oh, that's difficult as well. Now I can gain a development, but I cannot switch trees because it has to happen on the active tile with the Doppler. I don't have a Doppler here, so I could take another red development here. And that would be very nice because that would grant me 3 Magnorium for a ship. And you know what? That's just what I need to create the Sky Whisper. But it's a phlogistonite deposit. So I could do something else instead, and that's spawn this resource marker here. You can only do this if there's only one resource present on a tile, and there is only Magnorium here, so I could make a very strong endgame tile here for production. And although I have all my 3 mines out, I can relocate it if all buildings are used, you don't have them in supply. I can build it again and remove it from somewhere else, and I have a very bad mine here, only producing 1 galvanite. So, tough choices. You know what? Because I don't. Now the development I can get that otherwise, but spawning this phlogistonite, that's rare. That's rare. And the other phlogistonites are still locked on the buildings, which I have to destroy first. I'm going with spawning the phlogistonite there, and I will pay 2 galvanite because I quickly want to relocate this mine here, and that's actually quite good, as I just figure out now because I'm on production. So I will produce on 3 tiles I control. So I could produce 2 Magnorium here, 2 galvanite or 2 hydrofroxium, and a phlogistonite and Magnorium, and that would bring me just enough to build Sky Whisper. I feel a turn in the wind. Maybe. Let's see. Yes, we'll do that. That was this turn. Let's proceed onwards to, I think I will now take production up here. And it's a primary, so I'll get a banner bonus. That's 5. I'm rich! And I'll produce on 3 tiles. I will of course produce on the 2 Magnorium up here. And the good thing about this production council card is that you don't use tokens. So that's another way to get some production up and running quickly if you have some production buildings. So I choose this one, that's 2 Magnorium. I'll choose this one, of course, a Magnorium and a phlogistonite. And I have quite a lot of hydrofluxium here, so I think I'll choose this one as the last one. And that's 2 galvanite. Now it's starting to look good, I think. I'm positive, maybe. So now we have enough for Sky Whisper, so maybe we should bring him out, or should we wait? Now the thing about waiting is I might find other ways to use my resources, but do I want to find other ways to use my resources? Do I want to be enlightened? Don't I just want to, like, build a big destroyer? Now this video is going to be long because I have to narrate everything. Sorry, guys. I think I'll go out exploring the world. I'll go over here and remove this exploration token. And now, since I'm bringing a Doppler to the active tile here, my special map bonuses, it's the ship bonus here to remove an exploration token and gain a development, and then I can use my map bonus because I have a Doppler. So now I can change pattern from the red one, but that's also dangerous because number 4 in the red, I really want that. That's a Leviathan blueprint, so that's a big bad whoop ass ship, and I would very much like that, very much indeed. So the question is, I think I will go augmentation. I also need to consider the yellow crystal. It's up here. I hope it will show in the video. That's yellow. I couldn't find translucent resin, so that's supposed to be a yellow crystal. I could of course have gone up there to take that one, but now I just need to build up a bit, and I think with the turret here I have that one under control, except if something spawns up there, of course. But now I did what I did. So versatile 1 is the one that makes me gain the salvage ability, and salvage allows you to maybe salvage some remnants from exploration to gain a yellow crystal mission. But I'm thinking I can get that one up there, so I'm not going to take this. I think I will go augmentation. And number 1 is augmentation is when you bring a Doppler to an airship, you add 1 movement to that airship. Now it's locked, but if it was not, I would be able to move 2 with that one. So that's exploration up there. That's a ship ability. Now we have to explore, sorry. And it's Lost Outpost. Now we can gain an action card or pay 50 to construct 1 sky turret. Now the 50 option is pretty easy to know that I can't take. So I'll gain an action card, and actually also quite good, I'll gain another action card for the Doppler. And I'll take 2 action cards. We got a warfare one. That's a good one. After any combat round involving your airships, repair the structure of one of your airships or buildings to its maximum value. That's a very good one. I'll just put them face up because it's just you and me. And resources, we have been buying aerothium. One of the aerothium you buy costs 25, and that's a 50% discount. So that is also quite good in some situations. Now that was exploration. I'll pay the 2 galvanite, I think, to construct another gas farm over here. Now that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 buildings. Yes, we need 5 more. And I think I could also actually, now I could buy a bazaar. That's what I talk about. Now I'm thinking about if I should save my resources for the ship, or I could build the washed sky turret for 2 magnorium, 2 hydrofluxium. I could also build a bazaar for 3 hydrofluxium and 2 magnorium, but then I cannot build the sky whisper, and I really would like to whisper to the skies. I think I'll leave it with, but a turret up there would be nice. Sort of help me establish some defensive tactics against those sentinels. I'll leave it with that. Next action, I'm going to what? I'm going to, now I unlock that action over there. Now that's another thing. You know what? I'm going to do something else. I'm going to go here to produce 2 galvanite. Not going to build anything. And now, as you can see, I have 2 tokens left. That's what I talked about earlier. I'll go up here and I will produce 2 magnorium. And I think I could build an Aether Forge. An Aether Forge is 3 magnorium and 2 galvanite. And an Aether Forge is a strong military building that allows you to heal structure on ships, but also it can be used as a home base to build airships from. So, and it also has some good abilities in combat. But if I do that, I'm 1 magnorium short of Sky Whisper. So I think I will choose not to do that, and I think I will build a turret instead. That's still pretty good. I have 2 turrets now here. I'm not sure. Then Sitka cannot bring that down. I think it has to be very lucky to do that. So I'm down to 1 token now, and what I could do was activate the gas farm, but I don't want to do that. Now the question is, yeah, If I spend the last token here, I don't have any tokens for next round. And if governance gets taken by those stupid NPCs up here, I am in really trouble. But I think you will enjoy watching the designer get in real trouble. So I think I'll go ahead and activate my home base, and I'm doing that to build this grand ship here. I'll just take another ring here, that's better. And that's Sky Whisper. Let's put him down there. And we'll of course have to pay. I'll pay 5 Hydrofluxium from this development here to empty that one. And I'll pay 3 Magnorium from my supply. And then we are in business. Now I think I should probably arrange for things to be easier to be seen. So let's put this one on top. It's pride of my navy right now. This one, it's not going to whisper to the skies all the time. It's going to bring down some sentinels. That's my plan, at least. So we got in business. Oh yeah. Starting to look good. I think that's it for this round. No action cards to play. I only have those 2, and I don't have any tokens, and I used my council deck, so that's it for this turn, and we'll move to cleanup. And now all these beautiful initiative tokens has to go to the supply, and I'm as token staffed as it gets. Let's put those to the supply, and let's start rearranging the council card here. And it will be 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1. And as always, I will also, bring my Doppler back to the board, and let's bring those down here. And before we place doubles again, we will have to resolve the event that I accidentally did last time. We have the movement one. That's not affecting us because we have ancestral meteorology. Council was nothing, and then we will solve the top sentinel card, and that's spawning this one. And let's do that again. And this time we have a 6. Maybe we should go back to the 3. All right. It's up here, protecting this yellow crystal now. Yeah, that's what happens if you are too slow. Now it will move towards the tile with the closest tile with the runes and sky town. There's only one way for it to move, and that's this way. So now this mine is depending on those 2 turrets doing their jobs, unless I move another ship up there. Yeah. Maybe I should have picked an easier Doppler for this playthrough. I hope you enjoy what you see. I hope you enjoy it. I don't really enjoy it right now. I think I'll need to stay there for a second, because I don't want to use my ship up here because he has other plans. Well, let's start by committing Dopplers now. We have to commit those NPCs here. We'll go 2, 3, and 5. It's my turn. Now, as you can see, we have governance down here for tokens. And what I really need is tokens. All you need is tokens. You got it. Oh, yeah. No bonuses for me, but I really need those tokens, and I don't want to go. I have other options. I could go economic to gain some candles and then sell some materials, and then I could go primary, secondary on governance. You can always go secondary on a card if you are not standing on the primary part. So you can always gain tokens, but they're going to be extremely expensive because you are using 2 cancel actions to actually buy them if you need candles first. And I need candles first. So I'm going to do that. If I had built a bazaar, I could have traded some of this stuff out on the board to gain candles, but I chose not to build the bazaar because I'm the clever one. Now I have production here and I have economic here. Now production, that could be very juicy in regards to Cloud Emperor. And moving towards building this one as well. And now then I would start to ramp up firepower, because I have a feeling that wife had put in dangerous events. Now let's move on and take production, because if I gain a development I can take a second yellow one, so I don't have to bring a Doppler out on the board this time to change the color. If I am lucky in exploration, maybe I can gain the second augmentation development, and that would put me on 2 in 3 different types, and I only need 2 more then to complete. So I think I'll do that. And let's move on to action phase here. Now I could not spend any initiative tokens, so I would have to go straight up to tokens. I think, no, I don't think so. I think I will go produce first, because I will gain 1 token and I will gain 5 candles, and that puts me on 10 candles that I can use for 1 extra token first. So I can produce on 3 tiles I control. I think I will take this one, because I have but I still have the phlogistonite here. I'll do this one to get an Erothium and Hydrofoxium, because I want to build towards this Cloud Emperor. I'll just do like this, that's sometimes easier. So that's 1 tile. And I think I'll do the 2 Galvanite as well, even though those are cheap resources, because this one takes 5 of them to build. And the 1 Phlogistonite I'll also put out here to show me that I only need 1 Erothium and 3 Galvanite to finish this ship. So what are going to be the last one I produce on? I think I'll do the 2 Magnorium up here, because I could use those for buildings. So now it's time to start hitting back, I think. Let's hit back, I think. Now, yeah, I'm going to hit this one in the face, I think. That building. I want to bring that building down now, and I think I have the firepower to do it. So that will show you combat as well. I'm going to bring in Sky Whisper too, and I'm going to bring in Fraction as well. Now, I must remember that once per combat round I can discard exploration tokens to reroll dice, but I really need those for my special ability. So I'm not think I can do that, but I will remember also that I have this warfare action card to repair. So I think I'm in good shape. What you do now is you take the top Sentinel building card, and let's take and bring it some shield structure. We are ready to battle that one down. It has red combat, and I have 2 from Sky Whisper and 1 from Fraction. So let's start. Attacker rolls first. I have 3 hits and 2 searches. Now I could discard 2 exploration tokens to generate +2 hits, but I really need those. So I will use 1 to gain 1 development. Because I have Fraction there, and I can do that once per combat, so I'll do that now, and that's actually a good thing, even though I don't get any more damage out of it. But I get the development, and since I don't have my Doppler there, I have to stick to a tree here. So I'll go augmentation 2 over here. Now I have the 2 augmentation ones, and could switch onto the final development type I need for the green crystal. Now that's the combat. The last search, I cannot really use them because I don't want to discard my exploration tokens. So that will go to waste. So I'm doing 3 hits, and it's Defender. He is doing 2 hits and a search, and luckily Sentinel buildings don't have any searches. So now we allocate hits, and I'll allocate 3 hits to the Sentinel building shield. It's going down to 2, and I'm taking 2 hits, and I'll take that in Sky Whisper's shield. And it's time for another combat. We have no search here, but it's still a good roll of 5. So that's easy. It's defender. Yikes, also 5 and a search. Luckily no search, but we get in trouble now. Let's allocate damage. 2 in the shield here, and that goes 3 in the structure, so it has 2 HP, and this means that we will have another combat round, and I'm not very keen on that, because I'm taking 5 hits as well, so that's 2 there, 2 in this shield, and I'm starting to need to take damage in my structure here, so I'll take 1 damage in my structure on Sky Whisper. Now I could use my warfare action card to repair this one, but that would only repair me 1 hit point. So that's quite expensive to use that, but also 1 hit point could be very important. I think I will not play it. I think I got it now, but I might lose a ship. Most likely will lose a ship, which is quite annoying. Now we have 3 hits and 3 searches here. So I have the hits I need to bring it down. It only has 2 structure. So I could gain the development, but I have done that once, and I could still discard exploration tokens, but I really need the exploration tokens, and I have hit enough to bring it down. So I won't do anything, so they are wasted, sadly. But the defender will get to roll, and we are lucky it was a 2. So I'll take 2 hits. And the thing is, structure won't heal up automatically after combat. So shield will, but not structure. So the question is, should I take 2 in Sky Whisper to bring it down on 1? I think I'll do that. And I will allocate my damage to the Sentinel building. It will die. And when you kill a Sentinel building, you flip over to the loot. And we have candles, boys! 75 candles. Oh, we're in the money. I will take 75 candles from the bank. That's really good. And I think I might part with this warfare action card to heal the structure on my ship after a combat round, because then I don't have to fly it all the way back to my home base to repair it or build an Aether Forge. So that's the plan for now. I'll do that. Spend the action card. It's expensive, but I think it will make or break maybe this game. So I'll remove the building. It's dead. I have looted it, and I will move on to exploration. Ships have healed the shield. Get 1 exploration token, and I will go to volcano exploration, which can be very juicy. And it is juicy. We have 2 initiative tokens or 2 exploration tokens. Now normally that is an easy pick on initiative tokens, this energy search. But it's not quite that easy for me, because I can use those exploration tokens to unlock some tiles. But I really need the tokens as well. But I can buy those on governance with my newly acquired wealth. So I think I will actually gain 2 exploration tokens from the supply. And I now have 2 times 3 to double activate with the Doppler on the board. Double activate with the Doppler. That's cool. Now that's it. I could have built something if I could. I could take the Galvanite and relocate a mine again. But I think I won't do that. But I could instead build another turret. I think I'm going to do that. And then it will take me a bit longer to get to Cloud Emperor. I think I'll do that. And that tile is pretty good defended now. That was a turn. Now I don't have any initiative tokens because I chose what I chose. So I'll go on governance and I will gain 3 for free because I'm on the primary section, and I can buy up to 7 for 10 candles each. So I think I'm going to stack up for the hopefully rest of the game. So I'll buy 7 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. And that's that one. Now let's have a look at the buildings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3 buildings more, and I can claim the blue crystal, and we still have some time to go here. So I think I would love an Aether Forge somewhere, and I think I could do something that would seem to be clever. So I'll go down here and I will produce 2 galvanite. But now I'm starting to realize that I have 3 buildings here, and that's the total maximum on a tile. So I cannot put down an Aether Forge there, but I would like an Aether Forge there, but that one is locked. So an Aether Forge down here is not that necessary because they will attack me from the spawns. So let's just ramp up some production for now. Or let's wait a minute. Let's actually go here and see if we can find something juicy out here on this air tile. We have spawn hydrofluxium, gas formation, that actually a good one, and that would spawn, make this tile a double hydrofluxium tile, but I really don't need those at the moment. I'm pretty good set with this gas farm here. Or I could gain a development, and that's a bit more juicy for me. Now, unlucky for me, I could have switched trees now if I had a Doppler there, but now I have to stick to the trees I have. And the next red one here, I think I'll go augmentation for some big rolls here. Augmentation 3 will grant me an action card when I put a Doppler out instantly. So that's that. I don't think... Perhaps I will anyway build for the 2 gal. I think I'll build my last gas farm there. I'm not going to use it, I think, but it's going to count buildings for me. So I'm going to build that there. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 buildings more for the blue crystal. It's starting to look like something, even though we don't have much military power down here. I think we're going to be okay. So that's that action, and I think I'll move on to activate this tile for 2 magnorium. I'm just going to produce some stuff now. I think I will go here as well for an erothium and hydrofluxium, and that's the second one for Cloud Emperor here. And we'll put that there, and I think I will go here as well. Now the tokens are burning away, but the good thing about that tile is I can now afford to build a bazaar, and a bazaar will allow me to trade my resources, but more importantly right now will count towards my 12 building option there and there. So I think we are on 11 now. It's looking good. It's looking good. It's starting to look like a game I would buy myself. So, joke aside, let's move on to the next action here. I'm starting to have activated most tiles and I'm burning away my tokens. So the question is if I should go here. I think I'll do, because they are worth a lot phlogistonite. They are worth 50 candles actually when you sell them. And now I have a bazaar that I can trade them from. I have one here over here for my ship. Yeah, so that's it here, and I think I will pass now. And I suddenly realized that what I said earlier for some hours ago, that I would forget to peek on the next event. I think that happened. I think so. Anyways, that was it for this event. I'll just have a slight pause here to get some water to drink, and I'll be back for the next event. Now I think I'm ready to start again. It's so hot here. And I'm ready for the next event. Here I'll just do cleanup. Sorry if I messed up with the camera. I'm just using the phone in between. I think we are ready to finish this game off in one setting now. Those goes to supply. Oh, that's a lot of spent tokens. Yikes. Those goes to supply. And we have 2 rearrange council cards. So that's 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Oops, 0 should go there. Just a bit preoccupied. Sorry. And we'll move them there, and I'll go over here. And let's start by doing an event. And now we have the ship value of all airships is reduced by 1 for the duration of this. Oh, that was annoying. We have iron storms. Yikes. And that only affects in this phase for the Dopplers. So not the Sentinel. Then we have all airships may be constructed with a discount of 1 resource of the player's choice. The council grants funding for airship. That could be valuable for our Emperor, Cloud Emperor over here. Then we have Sentinels. They are going to move. So we're going to move this one. And this only has one way to move. And that's down here. So you guys will have a chance to see a lot of combat here. So let's bring out, when you have buildings in combat, you'll take 2 building cards. If there are 2 buildings, that is. And let's put them here so you can stay inside camera range. And we will put 4 here on structure and 4 on structure. And we have 3 shield and we have 3 shield, and we are fighting against this one. And it's a nasty one with a yellow and a blue. The blue combat dice like a support combat dice, so it will grant a lot of surges, and surges can be used for valuable stuff. Now, not only this ship, but if it was a Doppler ship and was moving with another ship, the blue die can actually be quite deadly. But let's move on now. The attacker rolls first. He has 1 hit and 3 surges, and since it's Spearhead, generates 1 auto hit. That's the normal ability of Spearhead, so that's 2 hit, and it has a surge for another hit, so that 3 hits. The extra surges are going to waste, luckily. So 3 hits for me. So it's attacking my 2 turrets here, and we'll have 2 hits and 1 surge, and I can use that for another hit turret once per combat. So that's 3 hits against 3 hits. So I'll take 3 hits in the Sitka shield, and I'll remove 1 shield from my turret. And we will go again here, and we have 1 and extra generate 1 hit and 1 hit from a surge, 3 hit again. And I'm on 2 hits and 1 surge, 3 hit again. So now I got the shield down, and I got 2 of its structure, starting to look good. 2 structure left, but I'm also going to lose my other turret shield. Let's move into the next round. And what we have 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, because 2 hits from dice, the auto hit from Sitka, and 1 from a surge. So 4 hits now. But I think I'm going to be okay, because I'm going to do 2 hits to it now, and it's going to die, and buildings will actually heal up after combat. So they are a bit different than airships, so that's a good thing. Let's just do the 2 hits, and we just got 2 hits and a surge for 3 hit. So we got Sitka, and that's good. So let's move those out. I'm being a bit messy here. Let's move those, and Sitka is done. We move the card, control card, and actually in combat, you can see down here on the different control cards for Sentinels, you can gain some loot when you kill it. And actually I will gain this blueprint from Sitka, and I will also gain a Sentinel development. And Sentinel development can be extremely valuable right now, because I will have 1. There are different Sentinel developments, but I know I'm going to take this one. That's going to add me a red combat dice when I combat against Sentinels. So that's could be quite important. And also which is also quite important, is if I get another Sentinel development, I will have at least 2 developments in each of 4 different development types. So the designer is starting to shape up his game now. I'll take this one. Let's have a look quickly at the blueprint here from Sitcua that I gained from combat. Now, a fun thing, I think it's pretty clever, but also it's myself that did it, so take it for what you want, is that when you gain a Sentinel blueprint, it's actually not normal resources that you build it. You can see here I'll have to spend 7 exploration tokens and 3 action cards in order to build this. But I could build this extremely powerful, strange Sentinel airship now because I have the blueprint. And what I could have done instead, now I'm moving towards end game here, so I'm not going to do it. But when I gain a Sentinel development, if this is impossible for me with exploration tokens and action card, I could actually have gained another Sentinel development that would let me exchange any number of exploration tokens for Galvanite, the green resource, and any number of action cards for Hydrofluxium. So if I got this early game, for example, or I knew that this game would drag on against other players, real players, I could have chosen this one instead if it was available, because that would have had allowed me to change some of these resources to make it easier for me to get this destroyer out. But right now I think I'm confident in taking the red extra dice, and I'm going to add this blueprint to my collection here. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to build it, even though I have 7 exploration tokens and 1 action card, so I'm not that far from building it actually. But I want these exploration tokens to be for a big swing round that's going to put the developer back in business. That was event, and now let's remember to peak. Now, talking and playing a solo game like this, it's not the most clever thing, but I hope you will see what I mean. Now this, I will remember that this is just peaking. It's the last mid-game event. Next time we are going late event, so it's gonna get rough. Let's see how far we can get. Next time we will have heavy rain, I can see, and this means that I must discard combat dice before combat. That's really nasty, and there's no negating that one. And the council, of course, will descend into chaos, so we'll just swap those around. Did I rearrange them? Yes, I did. And sentinels will move, but luckily we got to pick down Sitcua. So unless something spawns, and they shouldn't be able to right now at least, that's designer insights. We are going to, and I'm not going to put it there, I'm going to put it there, because that was a peek, that was a sneaky peek. So I'm still not, first player, have not acquired it, so let's commit some doublers. Oh, 3 6s, Yahtzee, small Yahtzee thing. So this means that 6, 5, 4, because they will prioritize going back highest. So all these, it's bad in this game when playing against NPC doublers to roll 6s, because they will occupy all the banner bonuses. Small frog bastards. Scratch that. So that was NPCs. I will place my 2 doublers now. Let's commit them to something that's going to be useful. Now we have produce. That could be good in a mission to get Cloud Emperor out. And we have economic. Now I have a bad feeling about the red crystal, because normally the red crystal comes from another player's home base. There are no other players. It can be a Leviathan or Behemoth class Sentinel or other players. So that is going to be a Sentinel, or it's from drilling with a Leviathan class ship. And I'm very, very far from gaining a Leviathan ship and having to take a chance on drill. So I'll just have to hope that Wife kept stacking bad events for me, so one of these big fellas will spawn, and I will get time enough to put a needle in that balloon and blow it to Kingdom Come, or whatever you call it. So let's not prolong this video anymore. Let's start by placing some Dopplers. Now the question is if I am now going to do this thing with exploration tokens and a big swing round, or is that the next round? I think that could be the next round, but I would love to gain 5 Galvanite this round to get Cloud Emperor out, because that's not a bad ship at all, even though it's expensive. I have 2 Galvanite here, but if I chose production, I could actually activate it and also produce on it from production. And I also have the bazaar to buy and sell stuff from. And also I need 1 building for the blue crystal, and we could start ramping up some crystals. Also I need to go up there and collect that yellow crystal before something else happens. But I also have a lot of other stuff to do. So I think for my end game I need to move towards the red crystal, and that would be getting this behemoth out, this Cloud Emperor. So I have it ready to hopefully kill the next Sentinel, which is going to be Igneva, which is a behemoth size ship, and that would grant me the red crystal. If it's not going to spawn, I'm in a bit of a pickle, because I will have to not to block this red tree, because then I will have to go all the way over the hill and gain the Leviathan blueprint and try to get it out and try to reach a drill position. And I could put a Doppler there and unlock the tile, and that would give me like 1 unlock, 1 unlock. That would give me 3 attempts to drill a red crystal on a volcano island. I have to place a Leviathan ship there, and to drill I roll a die, simple as that. If I roll a 6, I drill the red crystal. Sounds easy, right? Sounds lucky, right? Yes, 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 but I have to build the Leviathan first and bring it to the island in question, and for a red crystal, that's a volcano island. So am I going to roll the dice on this, or am I going to plan ahead and look smart? So I'm going production, this fella, and I think now it's only like bad choices left here, I think, because I don't want to take economic, because I'm doing fairly well and I have my bazaar to trade from. So this sort of makes economic less valuable. It's extremely valuable early game, because you can buy and sell resources, often Galvanite and Magnorium. But now I have my bazaar, and I'm not that keen on spending one of my Doppler actions on that. But I cannot take dynamism, so I'll have to go secondary up here. Now I only have 3 tokens, so that's also going to be a problem. So I could take governance to purchase some tokens, but I only have a limited amount of candles, so I would have to gain some resource first, sell them with the bazaar, buy tokens on secondary governance. Yes, I think I'm going to need some tokens. I could also bring this guy out and try to see if I would get lucky. If I would get lucky. Yeah. I will remember to heal my shield. I could bring him there and go for that air tile over there and see. I really need to focus on those crystals, so production, and also it could be nice to get the last building. I need 1 building, but I only have expensive buildings left. So a choice could be a choice could be to get a sky turret out for the 12th building. And where do we put that one? Because we have to defend ourselves. It could be on my bazaar, so I have to gain the Magnorium first. I think I'll have to take governance secondary, even though I'm not happy with it. So let's move on to action phase. I think I will start right away by producing on 3 tiles I control over here, and I'm going to produce 2 Magnorium, that's for sure. I'm going to use that for one of my maybe not the last, but for the 12th building. So that's producing there. I want to gain the 2 Galvanite, even though they are not that expensive, but I want to move towards, or I could also gain some more valuable resources. You know what, I'm going to take this one instead. I'm going to take 1 Aerothium and 1 Hydrofluxium, because I can sell those on the bazaar, and that will grant me better candle stats than just taking the 2 green straight away, I think. So that was that, and that was that, and I think I'll take I have this one here, a Phlogistonite and a Magnorium. Whoops. They are not for eating. That's it. That was production. Let's move on. Now we don't want to purchase any initiative tokens yet. We want to break free. What do we want to do? I think we will, now if the question is if I'm going to, it's expensive to use a token on these 2 Galvanite here. Because it's just is. But I think I have to, because with the bazaar here I can only make 6 transactions. And I have to sell stuff and buy other stuff. Yeah, it's quite close, this one. I'll produce the 2 Galvanite, and I'm using my another token here. Now I want to, yes, I'll activate this one, and we'll have production first. I'm not sure if I should move a ship in there. Now I kinda like that my airship army is located up here for a strike, but I will also be in trouble if I have to go over here. So this could be the time to relocate 1 ship, and those only move 1. And did I peek at that event? I'm not sure. I did peek. I think I peeked, sorry. I'll move this one just to make sure in here, and that was commit. I produced, and now I want to spend this before I forget it, or I'll just put them aside because I'm activating the building first, so I'm making sure I'm not selling those. So I need 3 Galvanite, and that's 20 each, so that's 60 candles. So what I'm going to sell, I'm not sure I'm going to use those Phlogistonite anyway after building that ship, or the Aerothium for that matter. I think I'll have to make do with the ships I have now for the rest of this game, including that Cloud Emperor there, because otherwise, or do I? I think I will sell 1 Phlogistonite and 1 Hydrofluxium. That's 60, and that's 2 transactions, and I buy 3 Galvanites for 60, so that's even over there. And I'll put those over there. That was activating the bazaar. Now I will remember to build the turret. Let's do the washed one. The red one here. And ga-ding! That's the blue crystal, because that's building number 12. So I think we're just shaping up here, 1/4 of the way. But let's not forget that we are closing in for the kill here. So I think it will be okay. We will be okay. I forgot one thing. I will do this later. I have one transaction left, and I'm going to sell another Phlogistenite because I need those 50 to give me more initiative tokens. So I'll do that instead. And that was that action, and I will straight up take this governance secondary, and I think I'll buy 6 tokens more. That's that. 3, 6. I hope I'm not making any rule mistakes here, because it's quite hard for me to find the English words and also remembering the rules, not because the rules are too heavy, but because I have to think really careful how I express myself. So sorry in advance. I think I've made some event mistakes, but you know what it is. You know what it is. You know what it is. So let's move on. That was my governance secondary. Now I'm filled with tokens here. I got my buildings. I want to bring out that Cloud Emperor, but it's going out in my home base. I should have had an Aether Forge there. Maybe it was some bad decisions, but I'm going to bring it out anyway. This guy, this fella here. Luckily we got him from exploration. That's a bit lucky, because we would be in a very bad position right now without this guy over here. Now Cloud Emperor here. The problem with this guy is he moves only 1. But he's quite strong. He's quite strong. But other behemoth from some of the development decks move 2 actually, and that's quite valuable actually in late game to be able to move 2. Maybe we can do something else, but let's spawn this guy. Big bloated airship here. Let's bring him over here. Maybe he has not got so long if we put him closer up there. That's it. Now we have tokens to spend. So the question is, should we do that? I think I could. I think I need to reposition myself, because I also have to remember to... I think I will reposition myself actually, because I need to think carefully about the number of rounds left. And I also have to go up and pick the yellow crystal. I sort of forgot that. Yeah, okay. I think I will move this fella over here, and I can produce some resources. That's not that bad. Maybe I can use those. I could actually use those. But would a turret help me? I think I will build another sky turret up here. Let's get that one out. Or is there a better place for it? I think I'll put it out there. Yeah. Not that bad, not that bad. We're in the game, we're in the game, we're in the game. So let's move over here. This guy moves 2 over here, and let's explore this one. Now I could have bought Galvanite and replaced these gas farms now, but I think I'm not that keen on producing gas right now. Yeah, that's a weird sentence. I will go with the exploration now. Let's move on. No jokes. It's getting far too long. And now that I peaked, I'm very happy, because we found a rich gas formation. Now I could have spawned this aerothium resource token here, but I can't do that because it has 2. But that doesn't matter at all, because in this coincidence I will more likely be happy about the 2 exploration tokens, because I can use those for reactivating, and that's my fail-safe ability over here with Swirler, because I cannot take dynamism. So I'm more happy for that actually. Normally you would really want that aerothium if you could, but I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this. Now we have 4 tokens left. Now should we go do something else? I think I have set myself up in the best way I could manage for this game, because I could produce, and I could have gone up and taken down some sentinel buildings there. And you know what? I want that last sentinel development. I want that really bad. because then I have the green crystal in the bank. I want that really bad. But I think I could be lucky if one of the next sentinels spawned and it's a big ship. I would kill it, hopefully. Let's say I will kill it and I will gain the red crystal, and I might be lucky to gain the sentinel development as loot. So that's 2 crystal in one go, the red and the green, because then I would have 4 developments in 2 developments in each of 4 types, sorry. And then I would need the yellow, and the yellow one is within my reach, still up there, because I haven't gotten any yellow crystal missions. But that doesn't matter, because I might be able to spare my start ship to fly up there and do some good in this world. So I think I will need to be careful with my tokens right now. I could just produce, and that would be a move, but not a good move, I think, because I need to be able to not have to take governance next turns, because those little frog eaters there, those little frog bastards here, they have taken all the primary all the time, so it has not been that easy. You know what? I think I'm going to pass this turn. Nothing more. Nothing more. Nothing more. I'm going to pass. So I'm going to clean up. I will bring tokens to supply. I'm quite happy with the board, looking quite red at the moment and not that black, sentinel black. So I think we are on a track here. I'm slightly positive. So let's rearrange the council card up here. We go 1, we go 2, we go 1, we go 0, we go 1, and we go 0. And let's bring them back down again. And I will bring my 2 doubles over here. And we'll bring those over here. And we are set for another round. And I'll take the event. Heavy rain sweeps across Dovius. You will have to discard 1 die down to a minimum of 1. Didn't we just have that one? Or did I make some mistake? Never mind. This is the current event. Maybe I should say that each time before peaking. That would make it easier. Sorry, guys. So we have a weather event here with bad combat for me. And we also have a council that descends into chaos. So we will have to rearrange these 2. That's not helpful or bad right now. And then we will move Sentinel. That's not going to happen because they are not available. So I'll peek on the next one. This can actually make or break my game here, because that's very good that I have foresight here so I can see. And what I can see here is that I will actually gain movement with ancestral meteorology. Oh, I feel a change in the wind, says I. And then we will randomly rearrange the council cards. That's not good. And then the top sentinel will spawn. And I will remember to put it back. It was there. The top sentinel right now is Igneo. So this big fella over here, he's going to spawn. And I'm going to kill him. I hope. So now it's time to do your end game. Don't mess it up. So let's place the doubles. We have from a 1, we have a 3, and we have a 6. Now they spread out finally. Then it's my turn. And now I will need to figure out if that one spawns next turn, which it will. I'll need to be positioned so I can take it down no matter where it spawns. I think if it spawns there, it might take down both turrets depending on rolls. So that's bad. Spawning over here is even more bad, because then I have to fight it with a sentinel building. That spawn is also quite bad, because that's the same. Up there would be excellent on the yellow crystal up there. That would just be a dream, because I could go up there and I could gain that yellow crystal If I win the combat, I gain the red crystal. If I kill that one and gain the red crystal, I gain the green crystal, because I will have I will have 2 developments, each of 4 types. So that's a 3 crystal move, and to put a cherry on top, that would be on a monolith tile. So I could actually end the game in a big swing move. So 4, 5, 2. Now I'm suffering now because I haven't taken down those sentinel buildings now, and the reason for that is if it spawns here, then it will be very hard to take it down, because it just has now added that building to its combat pool, and that's 3 places there. That's going to be the end of that turret, but that's okay. I cannot lose the blue crystal once I got it. So I have 3 bad spots for spawn. I have 1 dream spot up there, and I have this spot that I'm not sure if those 2 turrets could take it down on their own. So it could be an idea to place that ship there, and then I'm pretty sure that those 3 units could take it down. So that would give me 2 pretty good spots for it to spawn. And then 1, yeah, of course I will lose the turret, it will be bad, but I can attack it there without any more sentinel defenses. So we have 3 bad spawns, 2 fairly good, and 1 mediocre for it to spawn on. So now we have to think carefully. I think I will do what some guys would call a preemptive strike. I think I could take down one of the sentinels to tip the scale in my favor. And you know what? I know they're not going to spawn down here. It's up from here. So I need to get this Emperor, this very slowly moving cloud Emperor, out of the spawn. So what I'm going to do now the question is, should I put out both of my Dopplers this time? Should I do the big swing king? Because no, the big swing should be when that one is spawned. Now I just have to place myself correctly. I have to set it up correctly. Don't look stupid. Now I could actually go ambition now. It's available for the first time ever to get first player. But I think I'm quite done with that counselor. It would grant me 2 action cards, and that could be quite good as well, my friend. You know what? I'm going to put a Doppler out here. And because I have augmentation 1, 2, and 3, 1 is the extra movement. So I'll just put him over here. Sorry, that's the extra movement. And augmentation 2 is at the moment you place him, you'll gain an initiative token. Augmentation 3, you'll gain an action card. So let's have a look. Play as an action, Crystal Mission. Now that's a bit late to gain this one. But if all else fails, we got that one in the bank. And you know what? I'm going to put out... Now I also have another problem here, because I cannot bring 3 airships to 1 tile, because I don't have an Aether Forge, and an Aether Forge will increase my fleet size on 1 tile by +1, and your starting fleet size is 2. So I cannot bring these 3 ships on the same tile. Then I have to build an Aether Forge, and I think I'm not in a position to start thinking about building more stuff right now, because suddenly the event deck is empty and boo, I have lost. So I think I will put him out here, and that's, again, I will gain movement for that ship, I will gain 1 initiative token, and I'll gain yet another action card from augmentation developments here. Now this is a good one. We got a warfare action card here. You gain the following ability for this combat. I can play this before combat and add a search ability to my search ability pool that allows for +2 hits, and it can be used 2 times per combat round. So this is a very strong combat action card that can make or break a game if there are no one to cancel it. And I don't think the Sentinels are able to cancel it yet. That might be an idea for a way to expand on this solo mode. Now we're placed, we are set to go. We don't mind the council now. Go away, you can do your own stuff. We are on the board. So I think we will start by improving our position. Now I'll go in here and we will take this one, and because I have added movement for this guy, we go in here, and now it's not looking good for that sentinel building there. So I could add movement because I brought Swirler and I had my augmentation movement, and now I will hopefully bring down hard that sentinel building there to start controlling those spawns before it gets too late, if it even will spawn this one, or otherwise I have definitely lost this game because I chose not to go the drill route. But still there are 3 late events now, but it will spawn. We saw that, sorry, we saw it will spawn next, we peeked. So I could have 3 chances for it to spawn, and I could also have an action card, actually a trader action card that could spawn sentinels. So they might spawn completely out of turn as well in a multiplayer. Another player might just throw something in the mix there and spawn a sentinel, and it might land on your face or it might land on his face. And sometimes that's very bad, and sometimes that's just what you need. Right now we don't concern ourselves with that. We go in with Cloud Emperor here, and we go in with Fraction for that sentinel building there. And let's start by rolling our attackers dice here. We go red and yellow, and that's 4 hits, coming in strong, and 1 search ability, and I'll use that search ability on Cloud Emperor because that's going to add 2 hits. So that's 4 plus 2, that's 6 hits on the first roll here. Now let's do the sentinel here. It's 3, and luckily this building doesn't have search abilities. So I did 6 hits. That's gone with the shield and 1 structure. Going down here, and I will take 3 hits, and I'll take that in Cloud Emperor's large shield up here because he has 6 shield. And it's down to 3 now. Now let's go again, and let's make sure to make 4 hits. I don't like it when combat rounds gets too long. Oh, that's a good hit. That's a good hit. We have 6 hits here and 1 search that we could use on Cloud Emperor's search ability. So that's actually 8 hits. So that guy is dead now. But we'll have to take the damage he does. 3. That's down with Cloud Emperor's shields. Heals back up, and he's gone. He's gone. He's gone. No match for a behemoth. Let's look what we got. A sentinel development, guys. A sentinel development. That's good. Loot sentinel development. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. You know what? That's good, because I will take. Now I have some different things to choose from, but it doesn't really matter right now. I think I will take this one when I'll just read it to make sure that I phrase it correctly. I have some sentinel developments to choose from, but this one is: each time one of your airship is destroyed, you may gain up to 4 resources shown on that airship's blueprint. So this one is sort of a salvage ability. If one of your airships gets taken down, you're not completely lost. It's quite fun actually when it happens on if you have a sentinel airship that gets taken down, because then you can actually take exploration tokens and action cards as salvage. But that's not what we are going to do. We are going to take it for the 2nd sentinel development, and we have 2 warfare, 3 augmentation, 2 ancient, 2 sentinel. So we have our green crystal, guys. We have the green crystal. Swirler's green crystal. It's a tough one. Let's put it quickly in here before we realize we have played something wrong. Did I put it on top? Oops. I think I forgot to change. Never mind. And he's gone. Gone with the wind. And let's remove this action token. And as we actually have Fraction here, when we remove, that's his Doppler ability, and we can actually use that now. When we remove this one, we can gain an action card, so that's not bad. And that is the traitor action card. Now that's a fun one, because this traitor action card allows you to spawn sentinels as an action, and that might surprise some people, and that might also be just what you need if you need the red crystal. But you cannot get into any other player's home base, or Behemoth or Leviathan or Ancient Sky Towers. So you are locked a bit, but you have control over 1 or 2 sentinel spawn sites, maybe. So you have the trader action card and you might be able to be lucky and spawn that sentinel there. That's not what we are going to do, but it's a good action card in some ways. Now we have our Doppler out there. So what I'm going to do now, I think I'm going to start unlocking that guy. And now it gets crazy because I'm going to pay 3 exploration tokens to unlock this tile again. And that's Swirler in a nutshell. And that's where he gets so fun to play, and that's also where he gets so annoying to play against. Yes. That's annoying. Yes. So I unlocked him again. Next turn. Now I need to be careful with my positions here. I could... Now that's one spawn there that's basically neutral now. That I can make sure to take him down if he goes on 5. I could just stand there to defend it. But I'm a bit greedy. I would like to take down another sentinel building right now. Because that would allow me to... There's only one left then. That's going to be bad. That's going to be very bad. This one over there, I cannot get to that without using more exploration tokens, and I'm not that keen on it. So let's do some shenanigans here. Now, I could have placed that guy over there if I had thought for a second. Now I'm going to go in here, and he's going to grab his big airship, put it down here. So we have Cloud Emperor, and now I'm going to bash in this one. And I think, yes, I used the movement on that one, so I cannot bring this one, because he only adds movement to 1, so I have to bring in another double here. Hello, twin! How are you doing? I'm doing fine. So now we are going to bash that one down. Let's do some combat here, and this is even going to go faster, I think, because now I have a destroyer and a behemoth, and sentinels are going to get a smash in their face. So I will actually have an extra yellow here, because we have now Cloud Emperor, Sky Whisper going on, and we have 3, 4, 5 hits plus 2 surges. That's 5, 6, 7. Discard 2 exploration tokens. Now I'm pretty solid in that combat, so I'm pretty on top of that, so I don't have to spend exploration tokens, but that could be a backdoor. But let's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'll lose the last surge, so that's 7 hits. Let's have this guy try something. 3 hits. That's going in Cloud Emperor shield. It's got big shield. So I have 3 hits against 7, right? So that's shield off 5, 6, 7, 3 structure. I think I will get out of this on top. Now we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits again. Some surges going to waste, but it's dead anyway. And we have 3, and that's just hitting the shield right now, and it's going back up. It's a good ship, this Cloud Emperor. As long as it doesn't face off against a Leviathan, then it will be popped like a little balloon. That's it. This one's gone. I think I'm just talking. And let's loot. I don't know what loot it is. It's going to be 2 resources of your choice. That's actually also a very good loot, but just not something I quite need right now. But what I'm going to take is... I'm going to take 2 high valuable, because I don't know what else to do right now. So I can sell them if everything goes badly. But that's the 3rd sentinel building going down here. I will remove this exploration token, and I will put it here. And I'll just explore first. I'll explore first. Ancient Sky Tower Blueprint, well, it's a bit late for that, but gain 1 initiative token, that's not bad. And I can return the token you placed on this tile to your supply. That's a very good Doppler one to get right now. So I'll actually gain 1 from this normal ancient fragments, but because I have not 1 but 2 Dopplers, just 1, I can remove this one, so I don't have to spend my exploration tokens unlocking that one again. So that's a free unlock. That's very good. So let's keep moving. Let's keep the pace. Keep the pace. Now the question is if I can get over and take out the last one. That's really ambitious. That's really ambitious. Yeah, it's really ambitious, because then I will leave that spot there, and then if it's spawned there, I have to go all the way back. And all the way back is quite long if I cannot so I'm going to do what I'm going to do. I don't really want to fight against a behemoth and a sentinel building. I'm going to bring it over here. Now I have extra movement for one Doppler here. This one could actually move 3 now because I have a Doppler on it. But I'll just position myself here in the middle. I'll position myself there. Because then I think I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. Now the question is, if it spawns there, I will lose that ship. If it spawns there, I'll lose a turret. There I can reach it. There I can reach it. And over there, can I take it down with? You should know, you're the designer. You know what? I'm going to back this one up here. Firstly. Oh, I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. Yes, I can. Next turn. Next turn. You can do it next turn. I'll start by committing ships there, and I put that ship up there only to have access to that yellow crystal for the next round, I think. So I'll produce, after committing airships, I'll just use those 2 Magnorium just in case I need it, and I'll move on to the next round. 3 tokens left here. Starting to look good, starting to look good. I'm positive, somewhat positive, somewhat positive, somewhat positive. I could go for a bazaar and buy and sell, but I think I have set myself up. If this doesn't succeed, I will not play the game to its finish. So you know. And I have some extra unlocks here. I have 9 exploration tokens. So I have 3 unlocks with the Dopplers. I have 3 unlocks. That's good. I'm going to pass. So I am going to remove those tokens here. And they are going to supply, and I'm going to take my 2 doubles here, and they will go back to my board, and we will have to rearrange. I don't like council, I'm on my own way. So we'll go 1, 0, 0, 1. It's not coding. 0, 1, and we'll go 0, 0, 0. Yes, 1, 1, 1. Yeah, so we are ready for next round here, and we'll start by an event. What's going to happen? We will have beautiful weather. So all airships controlled by players with the ancestral mythology gains 1+1 move. I forgot that, didn't I? So they could actually move. Okay, never mind. I will randomly have to rearrange the council card, and I will solve the top. Council descends into chaos here. So let's just take it one at a time. Not go forward. So we'll just randomly rearrange this stuff. Here, 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 here. Now I don't think that this will matter too much to me, so that's that one. And now we will resolve the top Sentinel control card. This is what we have been waiting for, to pop this beautiful balloon, hopefully, before it pops us. Let's spawn the bad boy. We have a 6. We have a 6. It's not even rigged. It's not even rigged, guys. Let's bring it down here. Now, that's good. Let's have a look at Ignore here. Let's have a look at where it moves. It will move 1 tile towards tile 0. It's on tile 0. If it ends there, it will not respawn. It will remain. So it will actually just stay there right now. So I think things are shaping up really good. Really, really good. Ignore here. We will put it here. He will put it here. During combat, if your opponent has more airships on this tile than you, add 1 red die. Ah, that's a stupid airship. That's so stupid. Why? Why does it get extra die against more airships? Because I have to bring in at least 2 airships to bring it down. I'm not going to bring that boy down with Cloud Emperor. But if I bring in another airship, it will add a red die to its roll. It will add a red die. And I cannot bring in more than 2 airships, because then I could bring in 3 airships. But that will require me to build an Aether Fortune. I could bring in the little Frontica ship. That's not going to do much other than get eaten by the evil sentinels. Now that's creepy. Okay. We'll peek event. Remember to peek. Okay, weather, nothing happens. Building may be constructed, blah, blah, blah. Move sentinel, it will move. It will not move because it will stay on tile 0. Okay, so we have 2 rounds. I think I will not risk anything because we have 2 rounds left. We have 2 rounds, including this round we enter. We have 3 rounds, but I will not risk losing these 2 ships because if I lose them and have to rebuild them and attack it again, I will not win. And I really want to win. I really want to win in this example. Or you won't back the game, bro. Let's start by committing those Dopplers. We have 3. Just to remember, it was a 3, and the 3 I accidentally tipped it over like this. 3, 3, 5. Yeah, that's it. They are quite annoying, actually. So let's commit our own Dopplers here. Now, does those matter in combat? They don't really matter in combat for me right now. It could have mattered. I think I will put one out here actually, because that will gain me another augmentation, initiative token, and 1 action card. And I think I'm going to stack up 1 action card. We have navigation here. Ignore the effects of the current card's weather section, but we have actually plus movement because we have great weather and we have ancestral meteorology, so we know ancestral stuff. We are so clever, guys. We're so clever. It's great. So I have another Doppler here, and I think it doesn't matter, but that's one of the times that you will realize that it did matter quite a lot, and you forgot, and you did lose. So I think I'm just going in. I could get him, I could put him out. Do I put him out for another slim chance? Or do I go ambition and take that beautiful golden token to win with it and 2 extra action cards? And I'll look stupid if I don't succeed with that. Or do I put him? You know what? I'm going to look good. I'm going to go here and I'm going to bring that big fat metal gold first player token over here to show that I'm the designer. And I'll take 2 action cards. I have 5, so I'm reaching hand limit now. I have warfare, recharge shield, that's very good, and another trader card actually. Another trader. I could tempt my fate and spawn Enna and get royal kick in my butt, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to start my round. Did I start my? I just did start my round by taking ambition actually. Yeah. Yes. I took ambition. Yeah. Let's move on. Quickly move on. So now let's have a recap here. I think I'll just go straight for it without, or should I build the Aether Forge first? Yes, I should probably build an Aether Forge first. But I'm getting so token starved here. I should build an Aether Forge first, and that the only reason I'm doing that is to increase my fleet size, so I can go in with these 3 ships. Because Igneo has 2 red combat dice, so that's potentially 10 damage plus a surge that might allow it to recharge its shield. It's a healing idiot ship. So if it does that, and I have to play it as good as I can, so it's going to do that. So I need 3 ships just to add the extra 5 hit points. So I need the Aether Forge first. Let's start ramping up here. Let's do the Galvanite. Let's do these tokens is starving me, and I cannot build the Aether Forge there because then I will have to relocate first. But that would be a great place. But never mind. I'm going there, and I'll produce 1 Phlogistonite and 1 Magnorius. Of course, I could have traded from the bazaar first to sell some of the big expensive stuff I have here. To build another turret. No. Move on. It's already been much too long. You don't have to talk actually when doing solo play normally. So that will allow you to play faster and not get your teeth kicked in by sentinels. So I have here, I produced, and I will build an Aether Forge. And I have one that's not looking quite well. Actually, I'll build the pretty one. Sorry. So I'll build the pretty one. Aether Forge is good. It can heal ships, and it's also very good in combat, good search abilities. We will not cover that now. Let's just mention now that we have 2 tokens left, and we are going in for the kill now. I think we have set everything up perfectly. I have extra exploration tokens for reactivating, but I don't think that will be needed. So I'm going in here now. My fleet size has increased to 3. I'm going in big. I'm going in big here. And if this fails, I will go back and edit it out and redo the combat. Just so you know. So I'm going in on Igneva here. I'm the attacker, so let's gather some cool dice here. Let's gather the Cloud Emperor. And we have Sky Whisper, and we also brought Frontica. So let's hope for some big moves. It only has 10 hit points, but it will heal. It can heal after a combat round. So let's do this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 hits. And this is a problem because that was not enough to bring it down in 1 hit. We have one search. 6. That's probably best used on... I should have played an action card. Didn't I have an action card? I have an action card for 2 hits. Okay, that's not that helpful. That's not that, because I could do 2 times. Okay, never mind. So we have 2, 4, 5, 6, and I'll use the search for 2 other. That's 8 hits. Now they are going to be used at the same time. They're going to be assigned at the same time, the hits. I'll just do it now to remember it. So that's 5 away in shield and 3 away in structure. So we took a large piece out of it before it's going to take a large piece out of us. Now normally it has 2 dice, but it will have +1 dice against a bigger fleet. So let's hope there's not too many 5s here. There are no 5s. That's great. We have 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6 here. And as hits are assigned at the same time. Now I just did this because I'm trying to keep track of everything and talking at the same time. So it cannot heal yet because technically it's still full health and full shield right now. So that's just a detail in combat. I'm just doing it now because I'm managing everything here by myself and trying to talk at the same time. So we have 6 hits here gained for us, and we will have to assign. We could take down, you know what, we're going to push down Cloud Emperor's shield here. We're looking good. I think we got this. So it's our turn again. And we will go with our 3 yellow ones and 1 red. And we have 1, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 hits here, and we have 3 searches. 6 hit, 3 searches. So we have 8. We have 8. Yes, now I have to think. We have 8. Yeah, because okay, we have 8. I will assign the searches. We have 8 hits here, and I think I will discard some. That will bring me to 10. I think 8 is going to be enough. It's just enough, guys. It's just enough. 8 hits. Now let's do things in the proper. I'm just moving ahead here. Let's do things. I did 8 hits. Here we have 8 hits plus 2 searches. So 8 hits, and all other searches than hits are used instantaneously in combat. So this is not a hit search for this ship. So Igneo can actually heal that shield right up right now before allocating hits in this combat round. It's a bit technical, but it makes sense once you play it. But we have over here, guys, we have 8 hits, and that's a 7. That's a 7. So let's just assign the hits from this guy here. We have 8, so boom and boom. That's 6 shield down, and we have to take some structure damage, but it won't matter. It won't matter a bit. Let's do it in this little ship here. It's going down to 1 structure. So we will assign our 8 hits to Igneva. It's gone, baby, gone. And this is a Leviathan. And you know what, a Leviathan? It grants you the red crystal. Let's put that in here. And that's not enough, guys, because we also get, of course, we get the blueprint. That doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's still nice to have. And we will go to exploration phase and pick up this yellow crystal here and add it to our slot. And we have still tactical action on the active tile, and that active tile, that's actually a monolith. And you know what? We have won the game. We have won this solo play of Operation Spearhead, and we have actually won it in a quite convincing manner, because we have our gold first player token, we have some spare resources, and we could actually have done some extra activations with Swirler here. So we are looking quite good. We are looking quite good, guys. We have been lucky. And also Swirler did play out to our advantage this time. I think it would have been a bit of a rough ride with some of the others. Now in this solo mode, Alabastus will be very, very strong, because Alabastus has bonuses with ships and his Doppler against Sentinels. So if you need an easier way to play it, you can play with Alabastus. And if you want to go down to the extremes, I think Klepta would be very hard to play on this map. Klepta and Swirler is in sort of the middle, bottom. Quite hard also, because you have to be careful with your developments. But that's it, guys. I think I'm happy. I think it's good that I won. And it got pretty close. I had 2 rounds more. But the problem is that if I had lost those ships, I made sure not to lose them, but if I had taken a bigger chance and lost them, I think the game would have been over for me. I think so. Otherwise I would have had to be extremely lucky. But that's it, guys. I'm going to shut this down, and I'm going to go back to my crowdfunding campaign. I hope this helped you realize a bit about how Sky Empire can be. And I hope to see you over on GameFound. Have a good one. Bye bye.